My video for December 3rd, 2017 is entitled Politics and Religion Fraud. We live on a planet in a world where nothing is truthful. Everything is convoluted. Is this by some nefarious design? Yes, I always thought that a benevolent God created it all. Quote, without him, nothing was made that is made, end quote. That's what I was taught, and I bought into it most of my life. Then I was forced by circumstances to re-examine my beliefs. It was quite easy to see that politics was rife with lies, but recognizing that religion also had a little truth mixed with a host of deceptions was a harder pill to swallow. The idea that it was not a loving God who made it all, but rather ETs that were experimenting with and manipulating what we were taught was our reality, has made me very skeptical of just about everything I witness in the world in which we live. I still live with some hope that my dreams will finally come true. However, as days, weeks, months, and years pass by, it becomes ever more difficult to hold on to that hope. Will the ETs rescue us? That is the really big question. After I had written the blurb and everything, I checked my emails before coming in. Once again, there is promise of the currency revaluation and news of the exposure of Hillary Clinton and other of the criminals that have been involved in Pizzagate and other issues that are affecting the political realm. But it's the religious realm that really gets to me. When I've tried to build bridges within Christian churches, as I've said in other videos, they may play along with me for a time, but then the walls go up, and it's the idea of we're right and everybody else is wrong, and there's no love. And I keep getting back to the question, where's the love? And it's hard to find it in religion. I find it easier in Buddhism and Hinduism, at least as practiced in the United States, than I do in the Christian, the Messianic Jewish, and I've really not gone to the Muslim services, but I've had the Muslim imams come to my group back when I had my group in my house, and people say, why don't you start having your group again? Well, it's not like I haven't tried. It's just that the doors do not seem to remain open for me. And some of the groups that I have gone to have diminished in attendees. They're not as vibrant and exciting as they used to be. They're very small. I did see the report that Steve Hart's group had the largest attendance ever this past Thursday, which is quite interesting. And I have been invited to some other events in the community that are interesting, but conflicting with some of the issues that I have to do with in my family and whatnot. Anyway, folks, the whole scenario of human life on planet Earth here as 2017 now is drawing to its close, in the final month, with all the holiday hoopla and everything that goes on in the United States at this time. We still don't see what I would consider positive change. There's still a whole lot of brainwashing going on in the mainstream media from everything that I'm being told and find on the internet. Again, I don't watch television. I don't listen to the radio. Mainstream media is not a place that I would give any credibility to what they say, because there's very little truth, if any, and a lot of deceptive practices. And there's reasons for that, because most of the elite have been involved in the pedophilia and not only child rape, but child murder. And there's just been so many deaths surrounding the Clintons and the Bushes. I mean, it's a notorious situation, and yet we still don't seem to be able to rise above it. And I want there to be peace on earth. I live for that. But even Donald Trump is enmeshed with the military and wants to increase military spending. For what? Why do we need to fight wars? Why? I'll tell you why. Because war is the most profitable business that has ever been created. And it's a business. War is a business. It's big business. The same people pay for both sides to arm themselves and destroy human lives, destroy property, and then they get to rebuild it all, which keeps the economic wheel rolling, and we keep moving into ever more increasing problems that never are resolved. Because to resolve the problems would mean we'd have to end the financial tyranny. We'd have to end the monetary system as we've known it. That's the problem, folks. And it isn't even the fact that it's money created out of nothing, fiat currency. If we use any type of money, it's still a slavery system. It's not a system where we are free. And I mean, I've had visions of a better world, of a world where we can create what we need and do it much easier than what we've been told. We've been purposely dumbed down. Purposely our abilities have been limited by the system that we live in. And this is what needs to have a dramatic change. And we can't depend on politics. We can't depend on religion. We have to transcend politics and religion, both of them, in order to create a world where we can cooperate rather than compete. Competition is insane. Cooperation is the only possible way that we can have peace on earth. It's the only way that can ever happen. But will it happen? Well, not as long as the money changers continue to rule the roost on the planet, and the corporations, the fake, corporation is a false, fake entity. And that's what the Catholic Church has done. That's what all the Western religions have participated in. The three major Western religions are all guilty of that. It's all fraud. And it's all based on things that have no spiritual value. And they do not foster life. They promote death and destruction. I am frustrated, yes, because I still want to have hope that I have not lived another life in vain. This lifetime I've awakened to the reality that nothing is what I was taught. Everything seems to be a lie, a manipulative story that imprisons me and imprisons humanity on a treadmill that goes nowhere. I hope this changes. Thank you for listening, and namaste.